Hello and welcome to another Xterra video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. And as you can see, I'm not gonna be working on my Xterra today. For a change, I'm actually gonna be working on this Nissan Rogue. And what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be installing a dash camera to this car. It doesn't have one, so it's always good to have a dash camera for your security and protection. Spending a little bit of money on getting a dash camera can save you a lot of money down the road. Literally. And there we go, guys, this is what I got for this installation. It's a brand new camera. It's an only dash camera, there is no reverse, but that car has a decent reverse camera, so that's why I didn't bother. So I got the dash camera, I got a Hardwire wiring kit, we're gonna use that as well. I also got it with a polarizing lens filter, so that you don't get any glare from the windshield. This really helps. I got this wireless remote button. It can be installed anywhere on the truck and a SD card. But let's look at the main camera itself. It's a very compact. It's a more on the budget side, but it's still very good. Brand new camera with a quad HD Wi-Fi dash camera, so it's a 2K video quality. The difference between 2K and a 4K is not that much, I feel like. It records at 2K quad HD at 30 frames per second, so that's pretty good. And supposedly this camera has a very good night vision. So we're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna compare this camera to my camera, which doesn't have a night vision. It's just a regular dash camera, so we're gonna compare. But let's open it up and let's see what's inside. So here we have our cigarette lighter wire that you can just use it with that and it's gonna work, but we're gonna use the Hardwire kit. It comes with a USB to USB-C type cable. Also comes with a pry tool and couple M3 double stick tape. And right here is the camera itself. Let's take it out. As you can see, it's a very compact, very small unit, and this is the part that moves, that you can adjust up and down. Here is the port for the micro SD card. Over here you have your buttons, and this is where the power wire is gonna go. Now this is a Wi-Fi camera, so you can use it with your phone. All the settings, all the video footage, you can view it through your phone. We're gonna look at that as well. We're gonna set it up. So there we go, guys. It's a brand new with a smaller, more compact dash camera that can be easily mounted with a double stick tape. Just make sure the window is clear. It has a Sony Arius IMAX 355 sensor with an aperture of 1.8 and with a 135-degree view, so that's a pretty bright view. It's not a fisheye, but it's good enough. It has a built-in GPS unit, so you don't need to run another wire for the dangle, so it's much less wires to get to this unit. You only need to get one unit for the power and that's it. On the previous cameras, usually it's 3 cables, well, because it's one for the reverse camera, of course, but another is for the GPS dangle, but there is no need for that anymore. It's all inside, it's all built in, so it's gonna monitor your speed, your location and everything. It has a Wi-Fi capability, so all the settings and everything is done through your phone. It's a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connection. That should be more than sufficient to download files and do all the settings and view the video footage. And of course it has all the regular stuff. The override, once the SD card is full, it's just gonna keep overriding. It supports up to 256 gigabytes SD memory, so that's more than enough to record very long trips. And like I said, this is a wireless button. You can mount it anywhere. Comes with a battery, with a M3 tape, and here is the button itself. You can mount it anywhere so you don't lose it, and in any emergency, any situation or any file that you want to save, you just press this button and it's gonna lock that file in and it's not gonna override it. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, it has a polarizing lens filter, so you don't get any glare from the windshield, so that's very handy as well. And of course over here we have a wiring harness that I'm gonna run to the fuse box, wired up permanently, so whenever I start a car, the camera is gonna run and it's gonna get all the power that it needs in a parking mode or any other modes that it has. By the way, yes, it has a parking mode, so you can, if you go via settings, you can set it so it's still gonna record with the pictures or time loop. And like I mentioned before, it has a very good night vision, at least that's what it says on the paper and what that was advertised. We're gonna test that, we're gonna compare that to my camera and we're gonna see if there is big improvement or not. Now it's always important to choose a best location for the dash camera. Somewhere in the middle it's always best. So I'm thinking to install this one over here. That way it's gonna be in the middle. It's also blocked by the rear view mirror, so It's not gonna interfere with anything, because over here it's kind of gonna be sticking out, but on this side it's hidden. But you can still access all the buttons over here if you need to. So now while the camera is still not installed, to make my life easier, gonna peel off the protection and I'm gonna apply the polarizing filter. It's much easier to install it now than later. Peel it off and that's it. This is done. And the camera is gonna go somewhere right here. I think that's gonna be a perfect location for it. So now I'm gonna clean the window, mount it. So now I'm just gonna start routing my wire from the camera over here where I'm gonna install it all the way down over here. And in this particular car, the fuse box is actually located over here. You pull this off and here are the fuses. This is a very convenient spot for fuses. I really like this. So now gonna get my wire down here, connect it. Okay guys, so the camera is installed, it's all wired up. You cannot see the wire at all. So now is a good time to test it. The camera is installed. It's hidden behind the mirror, but it's there. Hopefully you guys can see it. So now to connect to it, to do some settings, gotta make sure you press the Wi-Fi button and you press the recording stop. It's not supposed to record as you're trying to connect it. Then we're gonna fire up the Viofo software and we're gonna go and connect to the camera. If it's gonna ask you for the password, the default password is 1 through 8, so you just enter that. But I already have that entered, and as you can see, it's already connected. The Wi-Fi works on it pretty good. So over here now we can go again to the settings. We can change all these parameters to wherever you want it. So I already changed it to 5-minute segment. The exposure and everything, you can play with all of these. You can set up the time and date and everything you want here. We're gonna change it to miles since we're United States. But other than that, this is very simple. It's very similar to the other camera that I installed some time ago. So this is pretty good. And it's already showing the image. So now you can somewhat adjust the camera lens if you want it lower or higher. So the remote wireless controller, I decided to install it over there. It's very simple with double thick tape that which already has it on the other side. I just glue it in there and it's all done. Now in any case, you can press it over here and that will save the file on the camera and prevent it from overwriting. But now all we have to do is just drive around and test it and see what kind of video quality it's gonna have. And then I'm gonna add the daytime and the nighttime in a video and hopefully you guys can see it. Alright guys, and the installation of the testing of the camera is complete. So I did some driving around with it at night and at day. And I put those videos together with my camera, so hopefully you guys can see the difference. And you guys let me know if you see if there is any difference at all. But after reviewing the video footage, I think there is a difference. At night I feel like the video quality is a little bit brighter, or much clearer as well. But what do you guys think? So once again, this was a very simple installation because it's an all-in-one camera unit and it's very easy to install. Just make sure and be careful which fuses you are using it to operate it properly. Always check the manual of your make and model. And this camera is very easy and compact as well, and it's a positive side as well. In case you do need a backup camera, this is a perfect solution. Nice and easy and compact. So as always, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description in case you guys wanna check it out and buy it as well. And feel free to let me know what kind of camera, what kind of dash camera you are using and why. So on this note, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you might find it helpful. And as always, until next time, everybody, bye.